Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show. Don't touch that remote. We got a great show today. Today, we're going to celebrate and talk about veterans, okay? So to start it off, I want you to know that I am a veteran, okay? So we'll know it there. And here I am all the way over here. Camp Wheeler. I took my training there. And so that's all right. I'll just let you know that I'm going to start on there. So today, we're talking about the veterans. There's so many people out there that are helping veterans, but I don't think of any organization that really puts everything together and keeps it bobbing and weaving, keeping weaving. So, and I want my guest today, oh man, we got a guy here that got a fighting name, and he's ready to roll. And also, I got somebody going to tell you all about this program they have in Delaware County, right?
Right, Hank.
So, we see in Madison Square Garden in this corner. Tell them who you are.
Guy Fizzano.
All right.
I am.
Go ahead. And who are you?
I happen to be the president of the Delaware County Veterans Memorial Association.
Who is he?
This is Rusty Carter. Rusty's a U.S. Army veteran. Along with myself, I'm a U.S. Army veteran. In fact, we were both in the Corps of Engineers.
Rusty, you got a fighting name, Rusty Carter. And your mother's over there too, Virginia.
Right, Hank.
Oh my God. So, and what's that you wearing there? What's that?
This is
what's that?
actually the Delaware County Freedom Medal, and I received this from the Delaware County Veterans Memorial Association.
Tell me about that medal.
Every year, we have a Freedom Medal Award dinner in Delaware County. And this year, it's going to be on November 14th.
I like to be there. And then it's welcome to everybody.
At the Springfield Country Club. It's at 6 p.m., okay? Cocktails, dinner. And at that award ceremony, we give the Delaware County Freedom Medal, award the Delaware County Freedom Medal.
That's the Freedom Medal.
Yes, Rusty has it right there. And this year, we have 6 veterans that are going to be receiving the medal.
6 of them.
6 military
and who
veterans.
Are these people here?
Well, they are the people that are going to be receiving them.
Oh, they didn't get it yet.
No, they didn't get it. They're going to get it that evening.
Oh.
And we have a big ceremony. Along with them, we also are honoring, for their dedication to our Delaware County community, SAP, the large conglomerate company that's headquartered in Germany, actually, okay? But their headquarters in the United States is in Newtown Square. And they are a big...
Newtown Square.
Newtown Square,
That's
big...
near Giuseppe's restaurant.
Exactly. You know Giuseppe's.
Oh, yeah, good. Pasta. And we got a pasta lady here, too, that makes spaghetti macaroni. Oh, my God. Go ahead.
Anyway, SAP is a big supporter of our Veterans Memorial, which the Veterans Memorial is located on Westchester Pike in Newtown Square.
Yeah.
It's now 5 years old, and this will be our 5th Freedom Medal dinner.
Now, tell me about this.
Well, let me just finish, because there's 2 other people. There's 2 other people receiving the awards, Hank, okay? One is Dr. Madeline O'Dowd.
Oh, she's going to get it.
Okay, yes, for her dedication to education. Our memorial is not just a place to honor our veterans, it's also an educational venue.
Oh, okay.
Whereby we bring school children from kindergarten right up to college age. We bring them to the memorial and we give them an education about the veterans.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And you know what
we got to keep the ball bouncing.
Exactly. What veterans have done, you know, to serve our country, so on and so forth. And she's with the Scenic Hills Elementary School in Springfield, Delaware County. Yes. And the other one is the President's Award is going to a young girl by the name of Carolyn Hilton Finney. She is the singer at all of our ceremonies. She's got a terrific, robust voice.
Got to get on my TV show.
You won't even...
Hey, good body. She walks the naughty.
You won't... I don't know.
I don't know.
But she knows true American songs, that's for sure. When she sings God Bless America, you don't even need a microphone for her, God bless her.
You know what she should sing? Over there, say a prayer, we're coming over, and it won't be over till it's over there. Bow! Okay, Go ahead.
Good job. Good job.
So tell me about this. Somebody
Okay,
wants to
so-
donate something?
So we have a lot of fundraising opportunities for our memorial. First of all, our memorial has used no taxpayers' monies to build our memorial. And our memorial
Don't cost a penny. All right,
our
good.
memorial is a $2 million exhibit, okay? It's a beautiful monument, all right? And we have not used any taxpayers' funds, okay? All our funding for both construction and annual upkeep is done through private contributions, charitable contributions from the general public. So different ways, you can go on our website,
good.
which is delcoveteransmemorial.org, and you can go on there and find
that on
out
the
different
screen.
fundraising opportunities. But our biggest fundraiser, especially for the general public, okay, is our Buy a Brick program.
It's
all right?
here. So you
That
can
there.
donate.
For $100,
Yeah, put your name on it.
that is an 8x8 brick, 8 inches by 8 inches brick, okay? It will be engraved, okay, whatever you want to put on it. Doesn't have to have a veteran's name on there. It can have your own name. It could have your business
I love
name.
that. That
It
would
could
be
have
great.
your friend's name, your family's name.
And
After it's engraved, we put it on the floor of the memorial.
right.
And that's for $100. For $250, you get a bigger brick.
Right.
A 12 by 12 brick.
But
Same
that's
thing,
wonderful,
engraved and
wonderful.
everything.
And then St. Anthony, St. Joseph, they're all looking down on it, right? And they give them the blessing,
That's
right?
true.
And I'll give the Cisco blessing. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, Rock.
Right.
Now, tell me about him. Now,
Rusty.
you tell me about you. What are you doing here?
So I received the Delaware County Freedom Medal. I think the second year they did it back in 2015, and I was in the Army from
You were in the Army?
from 2009 to 2011 when I got hurt in Afghanistan.
You repeat some of the things that Rock.
I got hurt in Afghanistan in 2000.
Put my hearing aids up loud.
I got hurt in Afghanistan in 2011 when my truck went off a bridge and I broke my neck and my back.
You were driving
I was in the back of the truck and
a
we
truck.
lost
And what did
steering.
it do? Turn over?
Yeah, it went off of a bridge and fell down a mountain into a river.
Where did this happen?
This happened in Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
How long did it take to get any help there? Did anybody, like,
took a-
ambulance or no?
No, the helicopters come in and medevac you out.
Oh, yeah?
And they flew me to Germany, where they did surgeries in Germany in Landstuhl. And then I was sent, after a week of surgeries, I was sent back to the
They
States.
flew you to Germany.
Yes.
And what, your back?
Yeah, I broke my lower back and I broke my neck as well.
Oh. So now you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah, so I ended up paralyzed. That was back in
You drive out like a
2011.
helicopter, you know.
Yeah.
Woo, yo.
Got pretty good at it, but that was back in 2011, so it's been just about 8 years now.
So what do you think now? You think the veterans are now organizing or respecting each other?
You know, they are, and it's with organizations like the Delaware County Veterans Memorial that helps that along the process. And it's just to get out there, all the support for the veterans. The veterans, that's what they really need, and they really appreciate it. And also, like Guy touched on with the school children, it's not just about the veterans, the memorial. It's about teaching the upcoming generations about the veterans and what they've done for this country. So it's a really great memorial, great program.
Now your mother's takes care of you, right?
Yes, my mother and
She's
brother.
right in the audience there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My mother and my younger brother and my stepdad.
You have a younger brother?
Yes.
He's in the service?
He was in the Marine Corps.
He's in the Marines.
Yes, sir.
Do you have the Army and Navy Marines you don't fight?
No, we definitely fight, but it's all in good fun.
Good. So, well, you seem happy, you know.
Definitely. Happy to be alive. I'm happy I made it back. You know, there's not a lot of guys. There's some guys that don't get to come home. So it just, the fact that I made it back alive is something to be
Did
happy
you see
about.
any of your fellows that you worked or served with?
Constantly. I keep in touch with all the
Do you
guys
get to
I serve
see
with.
each other?
We get to see each other as much as we can. We live all over the country, so it's just whenever we get a chance, if I'm in an area where I know I have a military buddy, I stop and see him for sure. We take advantage of every opportunity we get.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
Excuse me for a minute. Rusty was one of our award recipients back in 2015, okay? And at that dinner that evening,
He lives in your area?
he lives in yes,
Springfield.
He lives in Springfield,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
And when he was awarded the medal, needless to say, all 600 people in the audience gave him a standing ovation, which he definitely deserves, Rusty.
Yeah. What do you think of some of these football players that kneel? Don't, you know? I don't want to put you on the spot.
No, you know, it's up to it's something that I don't want to touch on. It's a personal subject.
Well,
for
maybe when they have an opportunity to talk to you, maybe they'll change their mind. You know, I respect you. You know, I respect every serviceman in there. You know, my history of I got drafted in the Army, right?
Right.
I went on the draft board. I went down. They examined me, and I got turned down because perforated eardrums and bunions. So they wanted the cream of the crop. So I was a 4F. All my buddies went over, you know, in the Army. So then I got in the Army. I got in Golden Gloves in Philadelphia, you know. And I went all the way to the finals. The Philadelphia Daily News put my picture in the back. Hank Cisco, Norristown sensation. Okay, so I fought down there and I beat the guy in the winners contest, Philadelphia, but that's all right, you know. But 2 weeks later, I get a call from the draft board, and they had the paper there. He says, "Is that you?" "Yeah." He says, "If you can fight in the ring, go in." Next thing you know, I'm on a train going down to Camp Wheeler, and that's what I did there. See, so I was one of them things, you know. So tell me about your background, and you're in the service.
Yeah, I was in the U.S. Army, Corps of Engineers, just like Rusty, okay? I went in 1967, came out in 1970. I spent a little over
Was that draft board?
3 years.
Draft?
Well, I went through Officers Candidate School, became a lieutenant in the United States Army.
Yeah.
And after training in the States for approximately 1 year, I spent a little over 2 years in Europe, mainly in Italy.
Yeah.
I was in...
A lot of pasta there.
Yeah. Actually, I got orders for Leghorn, Italy, and I said, there's got to be a mistake here, Leghorn, okay? And actually, that's the American name of the city. The city is called Livorno. It's right on the Mediterranean, and it's 10 miles.
What's the name of it?
Livorno, and it's 10 miles south of Pisa.
It's not sitting near Sicily.
No, Pisa. It's up further. It's up in Tuscany.
Yeah.
It's up in Tuscany. Anyway, my first child, my son, was born over there, okay? And where did we baptize him?
Run it by again. Who was born over there?
My first child, my son, my oldest child.
What are you doing in the Army over there?
I was in the Army over there, the United States Army. We have troops over there.
Oh, and then you lived there?
For 2 years.
Oh.
I was stationed there, okay? And I had a military wedding there. All right, and then my son.
No kidding.
My son was born over there right before I came.
What's his name?
That's funny. His name is Stephen Rocco Fizzano. Nobody knows him as Stephen. Everybody calls him Rocky.
Rocky that's a good name. Rock. Don't rock the boat.
But I lost
That's a good name, man. You got a fight name. You know, when you get in the ring, they in this corner, and they say that Rusty. When I was fighting in New York, and they announced me from Norristown, Pennsylvania, and I heard the guy in the dressing room saying, you know, who's that guy? His name is Hank Cisco. He says, man, he says, I could hear him in the dressing room before the fight. And he says, that's a fighting name. He says, Norristown. Yeah, he says, Norristown. I bet you that's in the coal region. Them guys are tough. I don't need no coal. I live in Norristown. But he was losing the fight in the dressing room. He was already scared before he went in the ring. So you don't lose the fight in the dressing room. Right?
Right.
You didn't. You were right out there.
Right.
So keep bobbing and weaving. Go ahead now. Tell me more.
So where was I?
Tell me about you. You got a business. What kind of business you got?
I'm in the concrete block manufacturing business. We have 3 plants.
Like this?
Yes. We have 3 plants surrounding the city of Philadelphia, okay? We're actually headquartered down in Delaware County in Ridley Township. All right, that's where our main office and main plant is. But we also have 2 other plants.
It's on the
One's
way?
in Exton, one is in Trevose. Yeah, it's near the Blue Route, right near I-95.
Yeah, the Blue. Yeah, I
Right near I-95.
When I go down to Delaware, I see it on the Blue Route, right?
And we manufacture concrete blocks and all related materials.
And you're a very charitable man. I understand you help your community. Am I right?
Well, we try to. We try to.
He was a big part. When I first got home from getting out of the hospital with my injuries, it was back in 2013. And Guy was there with a number of people from the community to welcome me home. And there was a big parade that came down my street, down 95 from South Philly, down my street into Springfield. And we had a podium right on my front lawn, and they gave speeches welcoming me home, and it was amazing. So he definitely does a lot for the community. I can say that firsthand.
That's great. That's great. You know, right? So you enjoying life, right?
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, I go out. I go fishing a lot. I go on trips with an organization that takes a bunch of veterans on trips for free, out on fishing trips on Jimmy Buffett's boat. I do events to bring awareness to PTSD for veterans. It's a big problem going on, PTSD, and them trying to just shove pills down these veterans' throats to combat it. And that's not the answer. So just doing things like that. I shoot pool, been to Vegas for nationals for that. So stay busy, stay happy.
Yeah. Well, you're sharp, you know. Your brain is hitting good. Right?
Definitely.
So whatever it is, that'll work out, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to brag, but when I was in the Army, I got a medal. Bigger than that. Big medal. I saved my whole company. I shot the cook. Oh. All right. That's a Social Security joke. You get that when you're 65, you know.
Rusty,
That's a good one.
Rusty is one of our
What's it say? What's it say?
Freedom Medal
It says
award
Delaware
winners.
County Veterans Memorial Freedom Medal. So it's the medal that the recipients get. And each year they have roughly six to 8 veterans that receive the award. And it's veterans from the community, from Delaware County. And it's also the teachers that are a part of this memorial, people that help out with the memorial. It's not just the veterans. So
When you went to elementary school, what were you thinking about? Being a policeman, fireman,
definitely
soldier?
I always thought about being somewhere along with a policeman, or definitely soldier.
Policeman, yeah, something.
Policeman
involved,
or soldier.
yeah.
My whole family was military. So
You have any in
my dad
police?
was in the Marine Corps. My grandfather was in the military. So
Oh yeah, where?
They were. I don't think they did any time in any combat, but
Oh,
My family is a lot of military background. My dad was in the U.S. Army Air Corps back in World War II, and he was stationed in New Guinea most of the time in the Air Corps. My uncles, 2 of them were in the U.S. Army Air Corps also. They were in Europe. I've had cousins. Actually, I am the president of the Delaware County Veterans Memorial, and my older cousin was the president prior to me. He served in Vietnam while I was in Europe. He served in Vietnam, but my cousin Tony, he passed away when we were just building the memorial. He passed away, so then I took over I was asked to take over the presidency of the memorial. So I've been the president of the memorial since 2011.
you know, when I walked in, you looked like my Uncle Mario in New York. My Uncle Mario, he's a little stogie, hangy. You look just like it. That's right. All right, we got a question from the audience from Rosemary. And it says, what advice would you give to a student entering the military?
I would say definitely make sure it's something that you want to do. Make sure it's something that you believe in. You're not doing it for the wrong reasons.
Wait a minute, run again.
I would say definitely make sure it's something that you want to do and you believe in. Don't do it for the wrong reasons. It's not something you should rush into.
Right.
Something like every other major decision in life you really have to think about. And do it because you believe in it and you want to do it, not because you think it's a last resort or anything along those lines. Do it because you believe in it.
Right, that's good advice. You know, you're a pretty sharp guy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you should be a teacher. I got another one here from Antoinette. And I think it's a combination between Barbara Zippy is calling on us here when it says there. You read it out loud.
Thanks, Hank. What criteria criteria is there for the Freedom Medal? The criteria is, first of all,
That's a good question.
actually, we not only give the Freedom Medal to veterans, but we also give it to people in the community that help out the veterans community.
Okay. But they have to live in the community.
Yes, we want to have people in and around Delaware County, okay? Not necessarily have to live in Delaware County, but have some connection to Delaware County. Either previously lived there, work there, or live there now, okay? And, you know, you have to do something for Veterans Affairs, whether you served as a veteran in the military or somehow you're supporting the veterans community. That's
just like the teachers.
Go ahead.
Just like the teachers that we recognize, that they bring the students to the memorial and they teach them about it, and they're still doing.
great.
So it's teachers, but from the county that are helping out. It has to do with Veterans Affairs. So it's really anything to do with veterans.
Well, our Columbus Monument, Pat Mascara, Al Zone from the zoo, and Stan Husky, they're going to modernize the Columbus Monument. Something about the technology that you'll be able to hit it and you'll be able to read it, the history about Columbus and all. I don't know whether John Doyle is going to be part of that, the educational part. You want to educate, you put a monument up there, you want to tell people what it's all about and why it's there.
right.
Right?
Well, our memorial is located on Westchester Pike in Newtown Square in Delaware County. That's where it's located. And it's 5 years old now.
5 years.
5 years old, yes.
Well, the county commissioners, do they help out in any way?
They help out, but we don't get any direct funding from the county. Okay?
No funding or anything?
They support us. No, they do support us, okay, but not in a financial way. Okay, it's all through individual donations.
Right. That's the
what
best.
it's
And
done.
you know that
From both, especially companies, businesses within the community. They're our chief biggest supporters.
and your
individuals.
business helps out a lot,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right. Tell him.
Yeah.
What's he do?
The concrete business, and definitely helps out big time with the memorial, just being ahead of it.
And he beats the drum, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, all right. Tell me a little bit about when you were a teenager. What kind of games you play? What?
I always played sports. I wrestled. That was the main sport I played growing up.
What kind of sports? Wrestling?
Wrestling was my main sport, and I also played soccer, mainly to keep in shape.
Yeah.
Mainly keep in shape for wrestling.
Right. That's great.
Yeah. So I played all sports. I loved sports, and then I worked at a YMCA for a while before the military. Worked construction, so I didn't sign up till I was 21. So I had some experience between high school and the military, out in the real world working and doing stuff before I signed up for the military.
Do you ever get sad? Do you ever feel sad sometimes?
Not particularly. When I do, I just think about the guys that didn't make
Your
it.
sad days are over.
Right.
Yeah. Now you're happy.
Right.
Right. You're meeting people.
Exactly.
Now this show here
doing the Hank
goes
Cisco
worldwide.
show. Right.
You got any friends over in Europe, Asia,
I'm
wherever?
Sure. Yep.
You call them up. Don't have to call them no more. Email. Cheaper. Right? But
Right.
I tell you, you're a great inspiration,
Thank you very much.
And I like to train fighters. You would make a good fighter because you got the determination,
Thank you.
And you're a pretty sharp guy. And that means a lot.
Rusty's had a tough life, but he enjoys every day. He likes his fishing. He likes to go fishing, Rusty.
Yeah. Good. How about what else? Do you go fishing or anything like that? Any kind of sports like that?
Yeah, I mean, now when I go, I hang out on the boat with my hands not being able to move my fingers. I can't reel the rods in as well, but I definitely still enjoy being out on the boat and in that atmosphere.
But
I definitely enjoy still being on the boat and in that atmosphere.
Can you move your hand pretty good?
No, not my fingers, just my wrists.
Can you shake hands?
No, I can't open and close my fingers.
You can't shake hands with me?
No, I can pound it, but I can't.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah.
You reach. There you go.
Okay. Right. Now, I got another one for the lady in the balcony up there with that green hat. And how can people support your veterans thing? How can people tell us how we can put it on the screen and donate to make this? Is he on the committee or anything?
No, he's just one of our past honorees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you ought to put him as a
A fundraiser.
fundraiser. Yeah. You do that,
Definitely.
He has helped us out in
and then
numerous
Definitely.
you
ways.
can sing a little song over
You can
there.
go on the website, right?
Yeah, it's our website is delcoveteransmemorial.org. Okay, you can go onto our website and it has all the fundraising opportunities
I
there.
think he should be the fundraiser. You should.
Well-
Will you do that?
Definitely. I'll help out
You got,
any
you
way I
got
can.
you got the inspiration. You got everything that goes with it.
Definitely.
You're not Italian, are you?
No, not Italian.
That's too bad. But that's all right, Rock. Whatever you are, you're a good man, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And
Once a year we have our what we call
oh, I got a question here for you. Read it out loud.
It says, what was it like in Afghanistan? It was different. For
Now you
sure.
we got students behind the cameras. Just
Right.
give them a little bit of advice or something.
It was definitely different. I enjoyed it. It was what I wanted to be doing. So I enjoyed my job over there and the stuff that I was doing. But
What did you do? What was your actual job
my
when you were there?
job was infantry.
Huh?
Infantry. So I fought. My job was to fight when I was over there, and that's all we did. So it was to go in and try to set up governments and stuff like that. But it took fighting to do that. So it was just it's culture shock. It's a third world country and you're in the desert mountains fighting terrorists. So it was war.
Well, that's great. You know, I'd like to have you come back any Veterans Day. You're going to be
For sure.
my, what do you call it? My logo? No, not
Leader.
Your
logo.
right hand man. You're
You'll be my master of ceremony. I don't know. We'll give you a title or something, you know. But you got all the talent. You got talent, you know, from this injuries. Something come out of you to help the
Right.
people. I know everybody that's watching this is really behind you. Whatever you do, whether you want to do fundraising, whether you want to help people, whatever. Keep that spirit.
Thank you very much.
Rusty's had a tough turn in life, okay, with his accident over in
Afghanistan. Yeah.
okay, but he has certainly worked diligently here in the United States and in support of military affairs here and local affairs.
I know
he's
Barbara
really great in
Zippy.
the community.
Go ahead.
He's really great in helping the community out,
Oh yeah. Oh,
the local community.
And Barbara Zippy, I told you, he talks about this memorial, you know, helping people. She writes for the Italian newspaper there, and she's a real cheerleader, you know. So, great team. You, and Barbara. Oh my God. And your mom, naturally, going to be behind you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So just as a note, our memorial is located on Westchester Pike in Newtown Square,
Right.
okay, in Delaware County, right on Westchester Pike.
The most important thing is make donations to, go ahead,
To the Delaware County Veterans Memorial.
okay?
Yeah.
And we can put that on the screen, okay? Now, so what are you going to do? What do you do in an average day?
Right now I shoot pool. It takes up a lot of my time. I'm shooting 3 to 4 nights a week. I have tournaments all the time. I actually have regionals in Baltimore coming up this weekend. If I win that, then I move on to nationals in Las Vegas. Just shooting pool right now for that. I'm going all over the place doing that and the
Great,
fishing
great.
thing. I'm trying to do a lot of programs right now, like I said, bringing awareness to PTSD in veterans and just helping out with veterans organizations, trying to give back to veterans as much as possible.
You're welcome back in his show anytime, okay?
Thank you.
Anytime when things don't look good out in the country, I'm going to have you over here and you'll build everybody up, all right? So now we got a signal. We only got 30 seconds. Come on, wrap it up.
Well, I'd like to thank you, Hank, okay, for
No
hosting
problem.
us here today. And, you know, on the behalf of the Delaware County Veterans Memorial. We're located on Westchester Pike in Newtown Square, Delaware County, and everyone's welcome to come.
How about this?
Well, this is our 5th annual Freedom Medal dinner, which will be coming
I want to go there.
on November 14th. You're our guest.
I'll be 95 in
You're
November
our
the
guest.
9th.
You're our guest on November 14th at the Springfield Country Club at 6 p.m. All right, and we'll be honoring a new cast of veterans and also people from the community, along with SAP, a great backer of our military memorial.
Okay, wrap it up.
Yeah,
Give me something of inspiration.
definitely look into the Delaware County Veterans Memorial Association and everything they do for veterans in the community, and help out any way you can with the veterans. Most time they just need a thank you. So any support you can give to any of the veterans is greatly appreciated. That's all I
Rusty, you're a good man. I got to put you in there. I'll teach you left hand, right hand, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for allowing us to come into your home. And I want to thank my friends in the audience there, Rosemary, Antoinette, Barbara, Zippy, and Virginia, your mama, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And keep bobbing and weaving, left hand high, stick and move, and keep your trunks off the canvas. May God bless each and every one of you, okay? Rock, come on. Here.
There you go.
God bless everybody. On to victory, on to victory. Over there, say a prayer.